Good morning, it's Kev from KRT Electrical Services. Just a very quick note, not looking to get into professional tool reviewing and stuff, but the only reason I'm doing this video is I've had a few new followers recently who have seen pictures of this Dewalt Cable Stapler, which I've had for probably almost a year now. Seen pictures of it and they've just asked me what my thoughts are on it. So instead of typing things over and over again, I decided to do these little videos so people can just see what my genuine thoughts are on it, pros and cons, from someone who uses it on a daily basis. So yeah, I'm not looking to get into professional tool reviewing, and yeah, this is probably a one-off, but yeah, so let's get into it. So I bought this almost a year ago now, Dewalt Cable Stapler. Bought it from Screwfix, and I think it was 200 quid when I bought it. Basically, I saw the eFix video and the speed in which you can clip cables with this, and I was quite impressed, so I went out and bought one. First impressions, anything yellow and black Dewalt is made quite well in my opinion. I'm a big Dewalt fan, and this is no exception. Yeah, it's fairly sturdy. It's been dropped a couple of times and it still works perfectly, so no problems there. Quite easy to use really. It takes the existing or same batteries as any other Dewalt combi drill, multi-tool, SDS, etc. Slips on there. This is a 5 amp hour one, but it works perfectly well with 1.5, 2 amp hour, and so on. Size wise, it's a little bit bulky, and I suspect as other manufacturers bring them out, they'll come down in size, but it's not too heavy. It's a little bit heavier with this battery, but it's not overly heavy to use. Ergonomic grip, it's quite comfortable to use. Big trigger here, and yeah, it's all pretty standard Dewalt really. Hook here to hook onto your tool belt or whatever, and obviously you got your cartridge here, which you load your clips into. So that is just got a simple button here, and then it comes open and you load your clips in here. So yeah, trigger wise, close it up. Trigger wise, it doesn't activate. You can press it, you can hold it, nothing will happen. Obviously a LED light comes on, but nothing will happen until you've got cables in between here and this gets pushed in. Then it will activate when you pull the trigger. So from a safety point of view, it's pretty good. You can't be firing clips at your mates across site, across rooms and stuff, as much as you'd probably like to do that, but yeah, you can't. So so yeah, just getting onto the clips, or the cable clips. They're plastic insulated, so you've got plastic insulation over the top, and then there's a metal clip inside. These are 25mm ones, and you can buy a pack of these, 540 per pack, and they come in strips like this. Depending on where you go online, if you shop around for a bit, you can get them as little as 10-11 quid for a pack, and obviously, as I say, there's 540 in here, so, and they come in those. Fairly good value for money, because as I say, they satisfy the 18th edition regs in terms of premature collapse, because they're metal, and they've just got that plastic insulating bit on there to protect the cables a little bit. So what we do, we undo the cartridge, we place them in that way, slide them up. You can fit 2 of these in at once, push them up like that, and we're ready to go. As I say, you can load that, nothing will happen when you pull the trigger until we put something in here. A cable pinches that back, and then we can go. So yeah, overall, very easy to work with, very easy to use, not too heavy, not too bulky. The only thing I'll say about its size is if you're working in a house and you've got joists in the ceiling which are a bit close together, to get it sometimes in there, if you've got 2 joists, you've got a double joist and then another one here, to get it in there, you're not going to be able to do it. So you're going to have to go back to the old conventional way, hammer, cable clips, and do it that way. So yeah, it does have its limitations, but overall I think it's a very good product, and I'll show you why. So first of all, different size conductors: 1.5mm, 2.5mm twin and earth. We've got a bit of 6mm, we've got a bit of 10mm, and we've got some flex. So first of all, we've got 1.5. So 1.5, all we do is get that like that, lay it flat. So you imagine you're holding your cable up. This is a floor joist. Put it between there. LED comes on to let you know it's ready. Bang, trigger goes. Trigger goes. Obviously, it fires out the cable clip. If you keep it nice and stable, the cable will go in nice and flush. If you don't push it firmly against the wood, sometimes it might be slightly further out, and you then can knock them in with a hammer. But if you hold it nice and firm against the wood, you don't need to. So what you'll see is, because we've got a small cable here, 1.5, it can move around. So it might not necessarily be as neat as using a hammer and a clip, because this is designed to be the size of that cable, like that. So that doesn't move around really, whereas this does. However, if you then put two conductors side by side, double them over like that, and then go through like that, then we don't get that problem really, because it pinches them both nice and tight, and they're nice and straight. So yeah, with just one single cable, it can move around. However, it still does its job. It supports the cable throughout its run, and it's protection against premature collapse, because we've got the metal clip there with the insulating plastic bit, and that's not going to go anywhere, even in the event of a fire. That's not going to melt, whereas this one will. So yeah, but if we double them up, they're not really going anywhere. So yeah, that's 1.5mm, absolutely fine. Bit of 2.5, try a bit of 2.5. Again, put that in there, pull the trigger, fires it. So again, still get that movement with the 2.5, whereas with a cable clip, put that on there, we get no movement at all, whereas this we do. So again, if we twist it over and double it round in there like that, that's not going anywhere. So yeah, 1.5mm twin and earth, 2.5 twin and earth, holds it nice and steady. And we probably could even get another conductor in there, so we could probably put 3 together. So yeah, so 1.5, 2.5, supports it nicely. As I say, does move around with a single cable, however, does its job, supports it throughout its run, etc, etc. Bit of 6mm, put a bit of 6mm down here. So again, 6mm, yeah, it fits in there, fits in the middle. Bang. Very nice. That holds it nice and firm, because that conductor's that much bigger. That staple has literally held that in there. And again, we can just go. You imagine we've gone along the length of, I don't know, a couple of meters of cable. That's it, within 4 seconds, that cable is completely in position and it's up. Whereas, as I say, I'm sure you've all seen the eFix video where they have a race. This is just so much quicker, ridiculously quicker. So yeah, you imagine how quick we can do that. So 1.5, 2.5, 6mm. I'm not going to bother with 4 because who uses 4mm these days? I certainly don't. 10mm. We've got a 10mm cable here, twin and earth. Let's see. Oh, the lights come on, and then we'll pull the trigger. Even with a 10mm cable, something that wide, we can get that staple to fit that conductor like that. They're not quite, they haven't gone in completely flush, but they're not coming out at all. So yeah, so we can use it on basically any size domestic, or any size cables that you'd use in a domestic dwelling. Lighting circuits, socket circuits, cookers, showers maybe, yeah, any application or any size cable, this application works. And even with a bit of freak or flex, for whatever reason you'd want to clip this in place with one of these, you can use this like that. So yeah, overall, I don't know if there's much else to say about this really. You saw the time it took me to put 5 cable staples into this bit of 6mm. In terms of first fixing, especially if the ceilings are down and stuff like that, this is a game changer, an absolute game changer in terms of speed and stuff like that. Whereas, cable clips out your pocket, you're dropping them, you're trying to get them on there, it's an absolute nightmare. Whereas this saves so much time. And yeah, I think 200 quid, it's a lot of money, but bearing in mind how much time it's going to save you, I think it's an absolute game changer. In terms of battery life, I mean, this is a 5 amp hour battery which is fully charged. If you put a 1.5 or a 2 amp hour battery on this thing will pretty much go all day without having to change it. Yeah, so my opinion, it does have its limitations. As I say, if you've got a couple of, if you've got a double joist, for example, and then a close one, there's no way you're getting that in there. So you are going to have to use hammer and old school clips. But if they're just normal standard joists, you're easily going to get that in there. Easily going to get that in there and just clip away. So yeah, yeah, brilliant product for me personally, my own personal opinion. Brilliant product, saves me so much time first fixing, and yeah, glad I bought it. So as I say, I hope this this little demonstration is going to help people, if they want to make an informed decision about purchasing one of these. Hope it helps people. It's not designed to be a professional tool review, and that's not something I'm looking to do, but it's just, as I say, I've had a couple of questions with regards to it, so I just thought I'd do a quick video, a quick demonstration using different cable sizes to show what it can and can't do. And to be honest, all these cables that you'd use inside a domestic premises up to 10mm, you can use this. So yeah, most applications, it's brilliant. It's going to save you so much time, and ultimately it'll pay for itself over a course of a short period of time. So yeah, hope this really helped you. Any other questions, then put something in the comments and I'll get back to you ASAP. Hope everyone's well. Have a good Sunday. Take care.